Fair.
She's happy now.
Okay.
Payback time.
She was prepared for this. She knew the questions beforehand.
All right, and now we are back to the second and the last game of today's episode, and this one is called Christmas Bow Match-Up. So very simple mechanics. We got set of bows inside the box, and you just need to guess the positioning. All right. So it's pretty much a luck and guessing game.
Yeah.
We're gonna test your luck.
Okay.
So here's what we're gonna do. The person who gets the most number of correct matches will be able to ask the other two a personal question. Could be fun, surprising, or even revealing questions. All right? And this will test how well you guys really know each other after 15 years or more working with each other. Okay? 2 tries only.
Pretty well.
I will tell you how many matches or correct answers you have per round. Okay? Are we ready? Okay. Your timer starts now for the first try. Go ahead. Team, help me know how many correct matches, ha?
How am I doing?
For Attorney Amanda first, how many? Attorney, 1 correct match. For Mike?
But I won't know which one.
Yes, you don't know which one.
0.
None? For GK? None. 0. Okay, this is your last chance. So think about it. Attorney, you have 1 correct answer. You have 1 correct match. Let's see. I'm very good at that. For Attorney, how many? Attorney, 3? No, 0.
0.
For Mike, 3. For GK, 3 also. Ah, love it. Okay.
Wow.
So since Mike and Greg had the perfect answer, Attorney, I'm so sorry.
We're gonna double team you. All right, we're gonna double. All right, we got a lot of questions
I'll
for
go
you,
first. Okay, Greg, you can go first.
Okay, Amanda.
Man, I'm in the hot seat now. Okay.
Which of your 2 co-founders do you find easier to work with?
Oh,
I'll follow that up.
You can answer.
Easy is relative. Okay, so
Enjoyable.
in terms of both are good to work with in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
I put you on the spot. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man, I'm on the
Yeah,
spot. I'm on the spot.
Be
Be diplomatic.
seat.
So we wouldn't have worked 15 or plus years together if we didn't work well together. And I think that I feel like when I work with Mike, I achieve a lot. We achieve a lot together. I feel like when I work with Greg,
You achieve less.
exactly.
I end up working more, but I think Greg
He
makes
gives you homework.
Greg, I get more homework. I get to think a lot more. But Greg's a lot of fun to work. Both are fun, but like Greg's a lot of fun to work with.
Greg's more fun to work.
Yeah.
And kind of takes your mind when he's working on stuff. He can when he's sitting down in one place,
Mhm.
he can be very objective.
Mhm.
So that's a good thing.
Love it.
With Mike, there's always like a lot of energy, a lot of decisions, a lot of things that are in the air that you have to kind of. It's a good challenge in that. way.
Mhm. Wow.
So-
First question from GK. They put you, Attorney,
Yeah.
on a
woo!
hot seat.
I wasn't sweating a while ago. Now I'm so no.
Love the first question,
Think good
Greg. Now, your turn, Mike.
Okay.
Could be a question for not just for Attorney Amanda, but also for Greg.
Ugh.
If you may.
Just focus on Amanda. She lost. Focus on Amanda.
What? Really?
If you had to take over one department, which one would you take over and why?
Marketing.
Wow. Right.
That's
Because
Greg's department officially, by the way. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
because I feel like that's where sort of business starts, and I'm really interested in the field, especially the application of AI with marketing, which I think is the easiest application. So I think that if we could get ahead on that front, that would grow the business exponentially because that would add to our pipeline. And I think marketing is kind of, it's not just sort of like making your business look attractive or whatever. It is intelligence on what buyers and sellers are doing, and finding our spot, finding our niche, and kind of doing that match is like an exciting challenge.
Yeah.
And it's not something that I've done before. I'm not good at maybe like the production side of it, but I do like the
Analytics.
strategy, analytics, and
both
sort of
clinical and
intelligence
fun.
about it. Yeah, and I'm not into like, okay, we have to make it look like this.
Yeah.
But I'm more into like, who do we target? What are their behaviors? Because I feel like it's really interesting to me, behavioral economics.
Yeah. Yeah.
That influencing people and getting them to take their wallet out and spend on things. That aspect is fascinating to me.
I love it. Yeah. So you heard it, right? Attorney Amanda is
Master your
willing to
job.
take on marketing. We're not gonna do the second round because obviously the first round you guys nailed it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
But we wanna be fair with Attorney Amanda, so we're gonna give her also a chance to ask the two of you a very personal, revealing, or surprising question.
One each?
Yes.
Okay. Fair.
She's happy now.
Okay.
Payback
okay.
time.
She was prepared for this. She knew the questions beforehand.
Okay. So my question for Greg is, can you imagine yourself getting married ever?
Ever.
Let's take a moment of silence for
Is that the
Greg.
question? That's done?
Yeah. I have a question for
For 2000 and,
Yeah. Okay.
for 2026, I really want to focus on myself, okay? On my well-being. I'm married to the company, married to my business partners, to my
haven't seen you
family,
in
to
6
my
months.
friends,
What
to
are you
my
talking about?
employees.
What kind of
I'm just really focused on the future of the company and growing the company with the team members, with my business partners. So I haven't really thought about marriage yet. I'm going slow. I'm taking my time. And I'm still young. What's
Our
No,
very
yes or
showbiz
no,
answer
it's
for
a
you,
very
Attorney.
short
I'm still young.
No
rush.
How old are you?
Remember Greg's question earlier? Who do you think you work with? But yeah, Greg is married to all of us. That's his answer. To the company, to the people, to the
Listen,
founder.
I already answered to enough people. I have to answer to the two of them. I have to answer to the board. I have to answer to the executives,
That's
to
enough.
the marketing team, to the design team. So I've answered to a lot of people already. I'm not ready to answer to somebody else just yet.
Oh, showbiz news right now. Thank you so much.
Amanda doesn't like my
A lot
answer.
of broken hearts.
Obviously, look at Attorney's face.
Is that an answer?
All right,
Okay.
now for
okay.
Mike. Now for Mike.
Okay, for Mike. Ooh, I got lots of questions for Mike.
Oh, God.
But I want to, okay, we make it like, let's bring it into like KMC. Who is the person in the office that you enjoy sitting down and working with the most?
Honestly,
That's a hard answer.
it's my work wife, and that is Tracy. She challenges me. She challenges me the most. She tests all my, theories out. Yeah. It's Tracy, our COO, for those who
Our
don't know.
Chief Operating
Our Chief
Officer,
Operating-
Tracy
Tracy Nacho.
Nacho. If you are watching this,
Yeah.
if
It's a
you
Christmas
are this
miracle.
Attorney, this is our camera. That's stock.
I don't know if she
right
would say
now.
I don't know if she'd say the same about me.
If
but-
you are watching this right now, I hope you heard Mike's.
Yeah, you heard it here.
She may not feel that love out of it every day, but yeah, she fixes a lot of problems.
Love it, love it. Well,
like
thank you
it,
so
I
much
like it.
for being such a good sport, for answering those personal questions. Especially for GK, that was a tough one, Attorney.
I
That
know.
was a tough one.
We got lost in that answer
Yeah,
somewhere.
seemed easy to answer to me, but
Okay, so now we're done with this game. We're gonna remove the boxes, and
I can't
thank you
believe
so
I got
much.
0 on.
I know.
And they got it.
Can't believe you guys nailed it. Perfect. At the
the
second
same
try.
It was all luck, for sure. Was
I
it?
told you it's a
Like
luck.
jackpot.
It's a lucky person's game. All right.
We say that about KMC. It was half skill, strategy, capital, and luck.
Yeah. But at one point,
There's a lot of luck in business, for sure.
at one point, yeah, running
Yeah.
a business is also taking a shot, right? Like you don't know what
a lot of it. I mean, the luck is really being at the right place at the right time.
Agreed.
And doing something about it.
and doing something about it and having good ideas and moving very quickly. And I think one of the things we did was between the three of us, we made decisions very quickly.
Yes.
We're able to be very
Mostly
agile.
right decisions.
Yeah. I mean, as a company gets larger and you have investors in a board and the executive team grows, sometimes the decisions are a bit slower. But I think for the most part, we still make fast decisions given the size of the company. So being agile and making those decisions
With
and
a high
moving
rate of
quickly.
accuracy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Higher,
then with great people, as a company grows, there's more responsibilities, there's more things that need to be done, and without a great team, you can't do it just with the three of us.
Agree. Yeah.
So,
It's not just about the luck, it's also a composition of many things, right?
Yes. Correct.
We are now moving towards the end of this episode.
Thanks for being with us, Eric.
I truly enjoyed this Q&A, but
Yeah.
maybe a last question before we officially close off. If we're gonna look back in 2009, what do you wish you could tell yourself in 2009?
build more, build faster,
Yeah.
hire faster.
That's it.
That's really it.
That's
but that
for-
goes for I think a lot of businesses.
Yeah.
But I think there's a lot of opportunity. We could have, maybe raise money faster,
Mhm.
build faster.
No, I think when Greg and I look at businesses, we would have wanted to invest in our executive team
Yeah.
sooner.
I see.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
having a really strong executive team really frees you up to think and do strategy and focus on the other parts, sales or strategy.
You're really only as good as your team.
Yeah.
So without that strong team, and yeah, I agree with Mike. I mean, hire faster, hire better at an earlier stage in the company. I think sometimes you wait. I think what a lot of companies do, and we were guilty of this as well, but I think we then rectified that, is you need to hire the person before you need them, right?
It's the
Kind of
infrastructure,
anticipate what you're gonna need and say, okay, we need to hire this person in order to grow there.
Yeah. Yeah. Talking
Correct.
about people infrastructure.
Yeah.
So going back, you wish you could have been more agile in running a business.
We were always agile, just build faster,
Mhm.
build more, and hire faster.
Faster is the word.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Second question is, if you had to describe each other's leadership in one word, what would it be and why that word?
Analytical.
For Greg?
Inclusive.
There you go. Good.
Okay. Can you expand on that answer, please?
I mean, you give everybody
One
a
word.
chance
Gives context.
you give everybody a chance to kind of participate, and sometimes you
It's
were
very
talking
open.
about belonging.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can only make a contribution sort of like when you're recognized, and Greg has kind of like that ability to recognize people for who they are,
Mhm.
and then they can once you're seen, then you can kind of contribute. So he's inclusive in that sense. Like every it's like at a party.
He's a social butterfly.
Yeah, it's a social butterfly. So everybody's got to kind of get like a little bit of time and a little bit of attention, and then they feel like they can be themselves.
Right,
so,
right.
So I think that's good, like inclusive leadership. Make everybody shine.
Mhm.
So it's
Anti-separatista.
anti-separatista.
I believe in bringing the people together,
Yeah.
I love
and not
it.
having these silos.
Yeah.
So and then to describe Mike, one word would be fast.
Fast.
I mean, fast to come up with ideas and fast to make decisions. And one word to describe Amanda would be responsible.
Responsible.
So
She's the lawyer after all.
and then
At the end of the day,
She's the get out of jail.
responsible lawyer.
I'm not saying which one is better, and
You need all of it.
I consider myself in the middle
Yeah.
of the two, if you will. And
Yeah.
then it's the lawyer. She's okay. Well, let's sit down. Let's talk about it. Let's look at all the risk, and she's identifying those risks and taking her time. Where Mike's like, we're gonna make a decision. Let's go make a decision here. Grow, build, hire,
Sign a lease.
And then I'm sign a lease. I think I'm somewhere in the middle, and diplomatic.
I'm diplomatic. Oh, good. So I think Mike is like.
I'm diplomatic. I'm in the
you're
middle.
diplomatic, not me. Oh, I'm kind of not diplomatic.
Sometimes he's pulling this way, sometimes she's pulling that way. I'm the diplomatic one. Again, there's no there's no right or wrong. I think at the end of the day, there's not just one word to describe one another. We all complement one another, and I would have never.
Greg is definitely the marriage counselor.
Sometimes I get calls like,
No, it has no marriage.
That's no marriage, but he's a marriage
here, but he's
I have time to be the marriage counselor because I'm not married.
That's
But
right.
sometimes I get calls. Greg, you got to talk to Mike, and Mike, Greg, you got to talk to Amanda,
Mike.
and it's sometimes I'm in the middle.
So I was gonna say Mike is like lightning.
Lightning.
Like
Yeah.
lightning. So like sometimes like, oh, where's lightning gonna strike today? but like the ideas come in, and sometimes they hit, and that's what you're kind of like really need in the business, because he thinks so. There's a lot of stuff happening. Like
Yep.
there's the chemicals that or whatever that produce lightning are always somewhere in his head. And sometimes it strikes and you don't know where, you don't know when. We cannot like anticipate that, but like it's a quality that not a lot of people have, because when he has an idea, it's dynamic
Yeah.
in that sense.
So
So that's you have to be able to cup the lightning to see what to make
Sometimes-
to make a business out of
Capture the
it.
lightning, not get
Capture the
burnt by it.
lightning.
Yeah.
sometimes
it
he
is.
creates the storm,
Uh-huh.
very little times, but most of the time he's helping put it out the storm.
Up and right out the storm. Yeah.
Yeah, ride it out or put it out.
So the lightning symbolizes fast. It's fast.
Yeah,
right?
it's fast.
And it's sudden
But
when it strikes, right?
we've always had this kind of entrepreneurial spirit and risk takers. And Amanda was always, hold on, boys, pump the brakes. Let's think about this. Let's look at the potential repercussions.
Make sure we can actually
Of our
do the service
decisions.
before we say we can do the service.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, whatever you guys have in mind in describing each other's leadership style, obviously they complement, right?
Look, we wouldn't still all be at this table
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
I mean, we've known each other almost 18 years. Since
Yeah.
January 2007.
Yeah.
We wouldn't also be at this three table. We're having dinner at your house tonight.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah. This,
if we couldn't be any closer, she married a guy named Mike, by the way, not me.
And his brother's name is Greg.
Yeah.
and by the way,
We're
he's
close,
also
all right?
American too. So she had such an good experience with American business partners.
Yeah, to marry one.
Get an American
Sometimes the
husband.
universe is unpredictable.
That's right. Yeah.
But it's again it's we really complement each other. And if you look at selecting business partners and being successful with them, you need to complement one another
Yeah.
and understand each other's strengths and weaknesses. And there's various categories to intelligence. And I think having the ability to identify my business partners, where they excel in those certain categories of intelligence, and then where I excel in certain categories of intelligence,
Right.
they all complement one another.
Agree. Totally agree. Well, perfect and very well said, everyone. Appreciate the honesty, the candidness for this session. So I'm down to the last question. This one is very close to our home, the Philippines. All of you have been engaged and involved with a lot of Filipino talents, right? For Mike, Attorney Amanda, GK, you guys have lived here in the Philippines. So what part of the Filipino culture you think you carry almost every day in your life?
For me, it's the family values.
Okay.
That I think were really attractive to me. I mean, the Philippines took me
The
in.
family ties of the Filipino culture.
Yeah, I mean, and the Philippines took me in as like a
Mhm.
member,
Yeah,
So yeah, it's very warm to my heart.
thank you,
I
Mike.
think it's like one part is like the bayanihan, kind of
Uh-huh.
like we're all gonna work together and do something, and that's kind of related to the feeling I bring around of like I want kind of everybody to get along. I'm a little bit disappointed when people don't get along. Like I want to include them into whatever it is that we're doing, because that's my expectation as a Filipino. Like we're all
Yeah.
supposed to get along, and sometimes in other cultures they're like, we're gonna do our part and then we're gonna go home.
Yeah,
Kind of things like, no, you have to go home and you have to feel it, and you have to want to, for something to be successful. Teamwork is essential. It's
Yeah.
not like one person doing something with a good idea doesn't get much done. But like 10 people, 20 people, a big group together,
Yeah.
teamwork is the dream work,
You
right?
can go far.
You can go much farther.
They say teamwork is your traditional bayanihan brought to
Yes.
the office,
Yeah.
to the organization, right? Thank you so much, Attorney. Greg?
I just think that very, very, very warm, friendly Filipino family culture that the Philippines has, and just accepting others and wanting to work together and be together and hang out together and talk together. So, I think when I come back into Manila, back into the office, there's this desire I have to see everybody and say hello and hug and all that, and I think they have the same desire as well. So that there's just that ongoing compassion and friendliness and love that we all have for one another.
I love it. Thank you so much. That's also dear to me as a part of the Filipino talent in general. Probably there are aspiring CEOs watching us today, right? Or probably a
Future
startup-
leaders, for sure.
Future leaders for
Yeah.
sure, or an actual startup CEO watching us today. You've been like that once in your life, way back. But what's gonna be your advice to them? Maybe a words of motivation.
I think as a from an entrepreneurial perspective, is it's much easier to do with business partners than to do it alone. We none of us have done it alone, so all we know is doing it with business partners. But when I look at other founders of say startup companies, I mean, they really struggle doing it alone. You don't have
It's
that
lonely.
other person to lean on. It's lonely when when you're struggling to grow. All these things need to be done. It's much easier to separate the task and the initiatives amongst the founders, amongst your co-founders.
Right. It changes the game when there are people helping you out, especially when you're starting.
If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go
Yeah.
long, go bring a team, something like that. But my only thing is just fail fast. How many businesses did we do before one finally stuck? There was a few.
Really?
Yeah, we worked on a lot of different things since 2007. Before KMC.
Or they didn't fail. They just didn't have the
legs.
the legs and didn't have the potential success that Kittleson and Carpo initially had and always had in KMC Savills and KMC Solutions had. So we took these businesses and specifically KMC Solutions much farther than the other businesses.
Perfect.
Well, I think for entrepreneurs, you have to know yourself, know your abilities. And that's when you start to understand that's a lot of things. That's when you start to understand what you need, what you lack, what you need to find in other people. So you have to have a lot of humility to know yourself and to understand what your values are, because as entrepreneurs, you're going to be making a lot of decisions. And if you don't know yourself, then you'll be swayed by left and right, by people, by situations, by market trends, by investors.
Yeah.
A lot of
by
entrepreneurs try
bankers.
to follow trends.
So you're following a trend. So you have to know yourself. It's kind of like knowing your own fashion style, right? Like no matter what happens, because a trend will
Come and go.
It'll come and go by its nature. So if you have your own innate style, you can still follow trends, but you have to know who you are. So if that's fashion, like in business, know who you are, know what value you're bringing, because that's gonna come out. Whatever business it is you're doing, it comes out. Your hard work, if it's just that, or your ideas or your innovation come out, and who you are will come out. So you better know who you are before you start selling it to everybody else.
Wonderful. If I'm gonna share my key takeaway, to GK's point and Mike, move fast and better to do it with others helping you. And to Attorney Amanda's point, it's important that you know yourself, because it's so easy to get swayed in this world, in a busy corporate world. So knowing yourself will help you along the way be more solid in what you believe in and in your philosophies, and surely a lot of opportunities will come. It has been a very wonderful
Thanks, Erickson. Thank you for
second
having us
episode.
here.
Excellent.
No problem. It's also my pleasure.
An hour and a half with Erickson.
That's right.
Love it.
I hope not too much of Erickson, but
No.
let's quickly greet our viewers. Happy holiday.
Holidays.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Today,
Still awake.
Happy holidays.
there you go. Today, Greg, Mike, and Attorney Amanda, you guys showed the heart and the fun behind KMC's 15 years. And we are so happy to be hearing a lot of those stories that probably not a lot of people know yet, right? So, especially the personal questions.
They wouldn't
So-
know those. No.
I know. So, I think this episode, more than celebrating our 15th year in the industry, it's also a good time and a good opportunity to get to know the people behind KMC. So that's it. Here's and cheers to the next 15 years of building something extraordinary together. And everybody, we will see you on the next Leaders Lounge episode.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.